Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox healer. Now, you might have realised that my channel doesn't quite look as it used to. The YouTube gods have been not overly kind to me. So what I've done is that I have made it more simple for people to realise that what I do is gentle tarot. I'm never going to tell you anything unpleasant, nasty, bad is going to happen. This is just a bit of gentle hand-holding that will hopefully guide you or move you in a different direction from the one that you're in at the moment. This is a collective energetic reading. It's designed, as the little card says, for the full moon, which is actually today. This is being recorded on the 12th of May. So this is called the flower moon and it is in Scorpio. The next Scorpio full moon is, sorry, the next new moon, because it's a cycle within each zodiac sign. You have 6 months approximately, so December the 4th is the next new moon in Scorpio. So full moons are all about manifesting, putting in place the things that no longer serve you and taking action, planting seeds to bring about the things that you do want in your life. And you essentially have 6 months to bring that to fruition. So the Scorpio full moon is known as the flower moon, and it is at what is it? It's at 22 degrees Scorpio, which is towards the end of its path, and it's called the assassin's degree. It means that it's a bit of a cutthroat, very powerful full moon, and it's about shedding outdated beliefs or actions, aspects of ourselves, and taking on and considering big changes in your life. May is generally all about being dynamic, because the majority of the planets are all moving forwards again now, and it's a time when it's very much a transformative energy. It's asking you to look deeply, really sort of go into your shadows and find out the things that are perhaps that you don't wish to think about, that are things that you've had buried down because you don't want to deal with them or you don't want to think about them. This is a time when you need to be doing that. It might be a challenging time, but we've had a lot of stagnation up until now this year, and so this is very much a time for change and a time for things to happen. You might have some interesting conversations with people, communications might be a little bit OTT, and you are almost sort of, you're in Miss Marple mode, that you want to get to the bottom of maybe why you're feeling like that or something happened. It's going to be a time to sort of reevaluate things, and it's exciting. The star signs that are going to have the most impact are the fixed signs. So Taurus, it might be about your relationships coming into focus and looking at wanting to be more intimate and have some healthy boundaries set for you. Leo, also, it's going to affect you more than everybody else. Home and family matters might come to a head. You might need to look into yourself, because there may well be changes coming in your living environment, in your home, which you might not be ready for. Scorpio, this is all about you because this is Scorpio and it is in your full moon. Sorry, the full moon is in your sign. It's really about personal transformation for you, Scorpio. Embrace the self-discovery. May generally is all about living your authentic self anyway. And as with all full moons, it's time to release what is no longer serving you. And Aquarius is also the last sign for this to benefit most from. And it's potentially for Aquarius more about their public and career, public image and career, which is highlighted in this full moon. And it is really, again, about being authentic, making sure that the person that you are at work is the person that you are out with work, and vice versa, and also that your work and your professional life align with what you believe morally as well and value-wise. Now, I am based in southern Scotland. I only take cards that jump out at me, and I tend not to read reversals, so we're going to do a collective reading for everybody, and we're going to see as to what cards the universe wants to give us for the full moon, and we shall see as to what we get. So a collective energetic reading for full moon for the 12th of May. We are all on different energetic timelines, so this may resonate with some, it may not resonate for others. If you've been drawn to this reading, then it might mean that there is something here for you. So we shall see what we get. So the underlying energy that we have is we have the Nine of Swords. Then we have the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. If I can get them where they're supposed to be, which I can't. We have the Sun. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Three of Wands. I'm not normally so clumsy when I'm putting my cards out. We have the King of Wands. And interestingly, underneath the Nine of Swords, we have the Six of Swords. The underlying energy is the Nine of Swords. There are things weighing on your mind, and should they actually be weighing on your mind? Swords are emotions, truths, and you're feeling trapped potentially. You're feeling as though you can't see the wood for the trees, and you don't know what to do about it. All of these crows are situations, things that have happened, things that you want to happen, things that you're not too sure whether they're going to happen, but you are being kept in a position where you are worrying. The universe is showing that you shouldn't be. Not only have you got a beautiful velvet pillow here that you're not using, you know, you're kneeling down on the bare ground here. There is help here and you're not seeing it. She is also not in rags. She's in a beautiful crimson red dress, which depicts the fact that you are strong. I also want to say that you're kind of classy, and that you must open your eyes. You must not feel that you are alone, or that there is not help there, or that you're in a helpless situation, because you're absolutely not. Here there is a hawk that's coming in to remove all of these bad feelings or memories or situations, and the universe is trying to tell you to look up, because you will see that there is this help there. Obviously it's metaphorical help, but stop seeing things that aren't perhaps there, or seeing them for something more than they actually are. So the cards that we have are the Nine of Wands with the Sun, the Knight of Wands with the Five of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Cups with the King of Wands, and then we end with the Six of Swords. The Nine of Wands, again, this backs up this Nine of Swords, that you have built a barrier for yourself, that you're in self-protection mode. Interestingly, with that, you have the Sun card. And the Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. What was it that happened that took you from the sun and having this beautiful, radiant glow, this happiness about you, this magnetism and joy? What was it that took you from that to the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Wands, where you've very much been, now you're worrying, now you are building this wall, this fence to protect yourself? It has certainly taught you a lesson, but it doesn't mean that you need to have the barriers up or be having the worries and the heartache that you are having. The next two cards we have are the Knight of Wands and the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is feeling, and this may well be what has happened, that you've lost something that made you happy, or something that you thought was going to bring you joy didn't bring you joy. And maybe it was this Knight of Wands character who you felt was going to be this source of inspiration or joy or happiness or love. It doesn't have to be a love reading, but there was something which came into your life which was potentially exciting and potentially fun, and that you were going to enjoy doing, or you felt that you were going to enjoy doing. It was going to bring something. It was going to enhance your life. Maybe it was, you believed that it was going to bring you this sunny outlook, this ultimate happiness. But it didn't. Now, the Five of Cups here is interesting. It's different from the majority of the Rider-Waite-Smith cards, which is the traditional tarot deck, because this is showing that there are 4 cups which have been spilt, and the 5th cup she still has in her hand. And it's almost as though you are the one that realised that this person or this situation wasn't going to bring about the happiness or the joy that you thought it was going to. Maybe there is a bit of guilt or a bit of, why did I do that? And regret. But please don't feel like that. Everything that happens in our life happens for a reason. It makes us stronger. It teaches us a lesson. It makes us realise what we want, what we don't want. And this has made you wiser. There is also the feeling there that you are still hopeful that something good is going to come. Because you have this remaining 5th cup. You've maybe just taken your eye off the ball, though, that you perhaps can't see that you still have happiness here, or the opportunity for happiness. The next 2 cards are the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles is a beautiful card. You can see here that she's very self-aware, very elegant, very classy, very relaxed and in tune with herself, and also in tune with her environment around her as well. Once you realise that there is still happiness here for you, you will come out of this. And I think that there will be somebody who is going to relight your fire. Maybe this is this sort of hawk figure which is coming in here for the Nine of Swords. It's going to sweep away this thing that kept you awake at night, or still keeps you awake at night, and made you build up these barriers. And it's somebody who's really going to instill some confidence back in you again. And they're going to not only light your fire again, but they are going to make you realise that you have a really beautiful opportunity here as well. The Three of Wands is about waiting, making smart moves and decisions, and waiting until the time is right for you to go about whatever it is that you want to create or do in your life. And as I said, full moons are a time to start putting into practice and sowing the seeds for these new things which you want in your life. The last two cards together are the Seven of Cups and the King of Wands. You had the Knight of Wands previously, but the King is kind of the upgraded version of the Knight. I feel as though this will be you, that when you start, when you find the time to take on this new opportunity, that nothing will faze you. Not only does this king stand here with his lit wand, he's very confident, and he is so confident and untouchable that he's not worried about this big lion behind him. And this will be you. This will be you having let your barriers down, stopped worrying, stopped overthinking. And there will be this confidence within you. And you will be unstoppable. If you can just make out, he has salamanders. He has a salamander tattoo, and he has a salamander depicted on his t-shirt as well. Salamanders in mythical times, in myth, I'm not too sure how to say that, salamanders were unburnable. They were fireproof. And this is showing that you will become fireproof, that there will be nothing which will faze you. You will also find that once you take this step and you move away from the fact that you feel as though you're hurt, that you're hard done to, and realise that there is still a chance of joy and love and happiness here for you, that you'll find that you do have lots of options. The universe is saying that just be careful, use your intuition, your kingly knowledge, your mastery, your self-assurance, your inner knowing, that like there is with the Queen of Pentacles here. Because there may be options here which you will feel might be too good to be true. And they may well be too good to be true. So this is up to you to turn around your overthinking and use your clever brain to see which of these options that you're going to get come to you are the right one to take. The last card here is a Six of Swords. And I like it because it's a very, very similar setup and background and colour palette to the Nine of Swords. If you turn things around, you want to see the Six of Swords is just the nine upside down. This is you absolutely doing a U-turn from being this troubled, overthinking, over-anxious person to now you have mastered these crows, these issues, these emotions, these truths that you had. Now you're harnessing them for your own benefit. You're literally taking them and saying, right, now I know what I want. This Three of Wands situation has happened. This opportunity has come to my life and I'm off. I'm away. I'm going to have a wonderful time and I'm going to use my what I've learned, the situations that I've been in previously, they've made me who I am, and I'm proud of that. And now they're going to take me away from this feeling where I had to put barriers up and boundaries up, and I wasn't happy, and I didn't feel as though I was ever going to find that joy and that happiness again. And I'm moving away to calmer, better waters, happier times, and I trust and I love myself over anything else. There will absolutely be wonderful opportunities for you. There may well also be wonderful people who want to help you or will be part of helping you do this and whatever this opportunity is. But don't worry if you're overthinking at the moment, collective, because yes, you have good reason to have done this and to have put the boundaries and barriers up, but don't feel as though you're never going to feel the sun on your back again, because you absolutely will. Never forget that you have love, joy and happiness in abundance, but you do have to go and look for it. And this is exactly what this is saying. And as a result, you will become a master of yourself, your own emotions, and you will be strong. You will trust your own judgment. You'll be able to see what opportunities are good and what opportunities are bad, which is maybe what you weren't able to do in this situation previously. And you will move into a beautiful, new, calmer, reflective, stronger, resilient time. And you're going to thrive in it. I hope this was useful, because I'm going to end the reading there. If you would like to do a full moon working, then you can Google it, but essentially it's the case of writing down the things that you don't want to have in your life anymore, and also write down the things that you do want in your life, the seeds that you want to be planting to bring about these new things and these new ideas. Put them on a piece of paper, burn it somewhere safe. Somewhere metal would be useful, maybe in a sink if you've got access to one. But wherever you burn it very safely, please. And then take the ashes, and if you have got a garden, put them in the garden, put them in the bin, as long as they've obviously cooled down completely. And give it up to the universe. Say to the universe that you have made your choices and you are now giving them up to the universe to make them happen. And they should. So collective, thank you so much. If this has resonated, I'd love if you leave me a comment. Let me know where you are in the world as well. And if you are making any affirmations or planting any seeds for the next 6 months as part of this full moon ceremony. If you'd like and subscribe, that would mean the world to me. I'm trying to grow my channel, which is, as I said at the start, as to why it's gone from the Unorthodox Healer to Gentle Tarot. If you like the intro, which again is new, hopefully it's not putting too many of my original followers off. It's still me. If you like the new intro, please let me know as well. And I will speak to you soon. Take care and enjoy the full moon. Bye.